Welcome to a new video. This time I'm heading towards the city of Kouvola in the southeast Finland. There's a gravel poker event which I'm participating. But let's first fill the tank here. We have about 70 kilometers left to Kouvola. Yeah, this gravel poker ride is organized by a local motorcycle club called Road Runners. This is now the 9th time that they are organizing this. I have been there 3 times earlier and I have really enjoyed the event. The idea is that they have made this roughly 200 kilometers GPX track which you can follow, and along the way there's 7 checkpoints. In the first 5 checkpoints you pick a card randomly from a deck, and that of course then creates your poker hand. Then there's 2 additional checkpoints where you can change 1 card in each, and that then creates your final poker hand. And of course the best hand wins. I have never won anything there, but that's not the point there. I think it just gives a super nice extra spice for this kind of event. And one of the nicest things is that every time they have made a different route there, and every time it has been excellent. But yeah, let's fill up the tanks and continue our way towards the start of the event. Welcome along! Alright, we are now approaching the starting point of the event, and like you can see, the skies are finally clearing up. And by the way, it's now September 6th and time is about 9:20. But alright, let's go and check into the event and have some breakfast and then hit the trail. Alright, off we go! Alright, the first gravel road. And by the way, I forgot to mention about the practical arrangements of this event. So the fee to participate this event is 25 euros, and actually you get quite a lot of bang for your buck, because that fee includes this arrangement and this track of course, but additionally you get a breakfast there in the start of the event, and then lunch when you have finished the event. So for 25 euros that's really a lot of value. But yeah, let's see how this trail is this time and see what kind of poker hand we managed to secure. Like I said previous times, I haven't had any luck with the cards, but maybe this time, maybe 4th time is the charm. This is really nice start for the event, super nice stretch. Yeah, this part of Finland, this southeast corner, this is one of my favorite areas where to ride this kind of gravel roads, because here the network is almost unlimited and all the trails are pure awesomeness, like you can see. I'm now approaching the first checkpoint. Let's see how the game begins. Alright, here's the first checkpoint. Alright, got the 5 of hearts. Not the best start, but you have to start somewhere. Alright, then some more gravel. Okay, is this some smaller trail here? This is nice, some soft sand parts here. That was really nice. Alright, approaching the second checkpoint, and I have to say that this has been really nice, this section between the first and second checkpoint. Right, 100 meters or so to the checkpoint, and it's a bit crowded here. One, two, three, four, five, at least 6 riders in front of me, and I know at least one behind me, so quite a group ride. Alright, let's go and get the card. Alright, that was 8 of crosses, so still not the best start, but luckily we have 5 more chances and super nice trail. Damn, this is a bit slippery of course, because it's this kind of moss surface. I don't know if I have too much pressure in the tires, but feels like it's going everywhere in this kind of loose surface. Like now I lost the rear in that. Alright, seems that I catched up with the others. Another thing I forgot to mention is that on one of these checkpoints there's like a kiosk or barbecue place where there's sausage and coffee and that kind of stuff available for purchase. I'm not sure if it's the next one or the 4th one, but we will see soon. But a lot of riders here, I think more than ever during my times, the 3 times that I have been here before. The weather is perfect as well. Alright, past the other one, so now I can ride in my own pace, even though it's always fun to ride in group. Yeah, this has been again the best kind of trail you can have, and like I mentioned, here in the southeast corner of Finland there are endless of this kind of trails. Alright, caught up with another group, so let's follow them for a while. I think it's 12 kilometers to the next checkpoint. Damn, it's getting dusty here in these bigger roads. Need to keep the visor down and maybe also need to keep some distance from these guys. let's go for some sausage and coffee. Alright, had some nice sausage there and nice discussions and 2 of hearts. So basically I have small chances to get a flush there. But let's see. This section has now been mainly this kind of fast forest roads. Really nice scenery and really nice curvy roads. I have ridden quite a lot in this area, but I think, for example, this road is completely new to me. Alright, then the 4th checkpoint. Let's see what happens here. Alright, got to 7 of hearts on that checkpoint, which means I have possibility maybe for straight or flush. So not too bad. Let's see what kind of trails they have found for this section. Alright, this is again pure excellence. This is what I call gravel highway, when the surface is so good that it's almost like paint. Alright, and now we are approaching checkpoint number 5. I'm hoping for cars, but let's see what my luck brings this time. Okay, it's somewhere here. Managed to score ace of diamonds. Doesn't help much in this situation, but luckily we have 2 more checkpoints where I can now change a couple of the cards. Looks like these guys are riding with some normal street bikes. Right now there's a Ducati Desert X in front of me. That's a bike I would really like to try out someday. Really like the looks of it. it's time for checkpoint 6, where I can change one of the cards that I have. I will definitely ditch the 8 of crosses, most likely. Definitely most likely. Alright, in the end I decided to change the Ace of Diamonds and I got the 10 of Hearts in change. So now I really have a chance to get 5 hearts in the deck. One more chance. This last checkpoint is named as Joker checkpoint and there's no ready-made route there. So we made our own trail and let's go there and check if I can score the 5th heart in my deck. I don't see any other tracks here than his, so most likely nobody else has yet taken this route. Of bugs here, or some insects. Feels like my face is now full of them. Oh, actually, they are not bugs. There's some raindrops falling from the sky. They felt a bit like bugs. And it's so bright here that I didn't consider that it could rain. God damn, where did this come from? Hävitetään toi.
Sieltä vaan mistä löytyy mieleen.
Ruutuviton. Yeah, I managed to score 5 of diamonds, so now I have only pair of 5s. So not much. Let's see if we can get out through here. Alright, nice. But yeah, didn't manage to score hearts. So pair of 5s. Definitely no reward for me. But that doesn't matter. Really fun event like always. Now we will head directly to the finish line where the lunch awaits us. The finish line is here at the headquarters of Roadrunners Motorcycle Club. This building here. So let's go and enjoy some lunch and final words and then head back home. Or head back home. Okay, so that was it for this year. What an awesome event again. I can highly recommend this one to everybody if you haven't yet tried this. And actually next year will be the 10th anniversary if they continue to organize this, which I hope they do. I will definitely come here if they do. And you should do. Let's make that the record year if possible. But stay tuned for the next videos. Most likely they will be about my main adventures from this year. I have done 2 major adventures, one in the Baltic countries and one around the Baltic Sea. But those will come later than this year. So hopefully you enjoyed this one and see you then in the next one. Bye bye.